Hello dear students, I will continue exercise 6.1, 9th problem, second subdivision. Here the given value is sin theta into 1 plus sin square theta equal to cos square theta. Then we need to prove cos power 6 theta minus 4 cos power 4 theta plus 8 cos square theta equal to 4. So what is given? Given is sin theta into 1 plus sin square theta equal to cos square theta. So multiply sin theta into 1, it is sin theta, plus sin theta into sin square, it is sin cube theta, it is equal to cos square theta. So just multiply by sin theta. See, in the proof we have cos power 6 theta, but here we have only sin power 3 theta. The maximum highest power is 3, but here the highest power is 6. So what we are going to do, we are going to square on both sides, then only that sin power 3 becomes sin power 6 theta. So squaring, so if you square sin theta plus sin power 3 theta whole square, it is equal to cos square theta becomes cos power 4 theta. So here we can use a plus b whole square formula. A plus b whole square, it is sin square theta plus sin cube becomes sin power 6 theta plus 2ab. So 2, a is sin theta and b is sin power 3 theta. So sin into sin power 3, it is sin power 4 theta. So sin power 4 theta is equal to cos power 4 theta. So a square plus b square plus 2ab is equal to cos power 4 theta. But in the proof, everything in terms of cos. But here we have sines, we have 4 terms, that only one term is cos, the remaining 3 terms are in sin. So we know the formula, sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. So it is equal to sin square theta. First we will write in terms of sin square. So plus sin square theta whole power 3. Then 2 sin power 4 can be 2 sin square theta whole square. It is equal to cos power 4 theta. So we are going to write the LHS value in terms of sin square. Then only we can change that sin square into 1 minus cos square. So sin square as it is, sin power 6 can be sin square whole cube. Sin power 4 can be sin square whole square. So just substitute, instead of sin square, it is 1 minus cos square. So instead of sin square, I can write 1 minus cos square theta. Then plus 1 minus cos square theta whole cube plus 2 into 1 minus cos square theta whole square is equal to cos power 4 theta. So a minus b whole cube formula. What is the formula for a minus b whole cube? A minus b whole cube is equal to a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. So this is the formula for a minus b whole cube. So what is the first term? 1 minus cos square theta as it is plus a minus b whole cube. What is that? A cube. So 1 cube minus b cube. Minus b cube is cos square theta. If you take cube, it is cos power 6 theta. Then minus 3ab. So minus 3, a is 1 and b is cos square. So minus 3 cos square theta into a minus b. A minus b is 1 minus cos square theta. So a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b plus 2 into 1 minus cos square whole square. So 2 into a minus b whole square. What is that? A square plus b square. B is cos square. So cos power 4 theta minus 2 cos square theta, it is equal to cos power 4 theta. So here we are using two formulas. One is a minus b whole cube. Another one a minus b whole square. So 1 minus cos square, a minus b whole cube expansion and a minus b whole square expansion. Now 1 Okay. 1 minus cos square theta plus 1 cube is 1 minus cos power 6 theta minus 3 cos square into 1, it is minus 3 cos square theta minus 3 cos square into minus cos square plus 3 cos square into cos square, it is cos power 4 theta. So minus 3 cos square into 1 minus 3 cos square theta minus 3 into minus, it is plus 3 cos square into cos square, it is cos power 4 theta. Next multiply by 2 plus 2 into 1, it is 2 into cos power 4, so 2 cos power 4 theta, 2 into minus 2 cos square, so minus 4 cos square theta is equal to cos power 4 theta. Now add all the numbers, 1 here 1 2, so 2 plus 2 4, so number is 4. Then we will check by power, the highest power is 6, so only one term, it is minus cos power 6 theta, there is no power, there is no 5 in the power, then 4, 3 cos power 4 plus 2 cos power 4, so 5 cos power 4, so plus 5 cos power 4 theta. If you take that cos power 4 to the left side, it is minus cos power 4 theta. Next, there is no cube term, then square term, minus cos square minus 3 cos square, totally minus 4 cos square, here one minus 4 cos square, so totally it is minus 8 cos square theta, it is equal to 0, because we took this cos power 4 to the left side, so the right hand side we do not have any value, so it becomes 0. Now take all the values in the right side, because here all the cos values are in one side and the number is another side. So if you take this minus cos power 6 to the right side, it becomes plus cos power 6 theta. Then 5 cos power 4 minus cos power 4, 4 cos power 4. If you take to the right side, that becomes minus 4 cos power 4 theta. Then minus 8 cos square becomes plus 8 cos square theta. It is equal to, the left side we have only 4, that is the RHS, that is the proof. Cos power 6 minus 4 cos power 4 plus 8 cos square is equal to 1. So listen, here the given value is sin theta into 1 plus sin square theta equal to cos square theta. In the proof we have power 6. So first to multiply by sin theta, becomes sin theta plus sin power 3 theta equal to cos square theta. In the proof we have cos power 6, the power is 6, but here the power only 3. So if you square, then only the power becomes 6. So I am going to square on both sides. Sin theta plus sin cube theta whole square equal to cos power 4 theta. Cos square becomes cos power 4. Then a plus b whole square formula. Then here everything in terms of sin. But in the proof we need to prove only in terms of cos. We know that sin square theta is 1 minus cos square theta. So change everything in terms of sin square. Then we can change in terms of cos square. So sin square theta, sin power 6 can be sin square whole cube, sin square whole square. So two formulas here, a minus b whole cube, another one a minus b whole square. So substitute the formula, then expand, we will get the answer. Next question number 10. Question is cos theta by 1 plus sin theta is equal to 1 by a. So this is the given value, cos theta by 1 plus sin theta equal to 1 by a. Then prove that a square minus 1 by a square plus 1 equal to sin theta. So the given value is cos theta by 1 plus sin theta equal to 1 by e. So using this value we are going to prove that a square minus 1 by a square plus 1 equal to sin theta. So if you want to prove this, first we should know what is a square. So from the given value, I am going to find out what is A. Are they given A value? They didn't give A value. They are given only the reciprocal. So if you want to find out A, take reciprocal on both sides. 1 by A becomes A. And cos theta by 1 plus sin theta becomes 1 plus sin theta by cos theta. So this is the value of A. So using this value, I am going to find out the value of A square minus 1 by A square plus 1. So what is LHS? A square minus 1 by A square plus 1. So what is A square? 1 plus sin theta by cos theta whole square minus 1 by 1 plus sin theta by cos theta whole square plus 1. So what is the formula? A plus B whole square. So it is 1 plus sin square theta plus 2 sin theta by it is cos square theta minus 1 by 1 plus sin square theta plus 2 sin theta by cos square theta plus 1. So this is the expansion of 1 plus sin theta by cos theta whole square, A plus B whole square by cos theta. If you square, it becomes cos square theta. Now take LCM. So if you take LCM, 1 plus sin square theta plus 2 sin theta, cos square into minus 1, it is minus cos square theta whole divided by cos square theta by, here also the LCM is cos square. So 1 plus sin square theta plus 2 sin theta. If you cross multiply cos square into 1, it is cos square theta whole divided by cos square theta. Cos square and cos square will be cancelled. So what is remaining in the numerator? 1 plus sin square theta plus 2 sin theta minus cos square theta by 1 plus sin square plus cos square, it is 1 plus 2 sin theta. But in the numerator, we cannot take sin square is sin square minus cos square, it is equal to 1. So what I am going to do, change in terms of sign or 1 plus so instead of this 1, we know the identity, 1 is, what is 1? So instead of this 1, we can write sin square theta plus cos square theta. We know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. For the proof, we are taking instead of 1 sin square theta plus cos square theta. So instead of this 1, I can write sin square theta plus cos square theta plus remaining sin square theta plus 2 sin theta minus cos square theta whole divided by 2 plus 2 sin theta. Now we can cancel this plus cos square and minus cos square. Sin square plus sin square, it is 2 sin square. So sin square theta plus sin square theta, it is 2 sin square theta plus 2 sin theta whole divided by 2 plus 2 sin theta. So what is common in the numerator? In the numerator 2 is common and also sin theta is common. So 2 into sin theta. So 2 sin theta into, if you take 2 sin theta as common, remaining 1 sin theta is there. So 2 sin theta into sin theta. If you take 2 sin theta as common, remaining is 1. In the denominator only 2 is common. So if you take 2 as common, 1 plus sin theta. So 1 plus sin theta, 1 plus sin theta cancel. and 2 will be cancelled. What is remaining? Sin theta. That is the proof. So that is the RHS, hence the proof. With this we will complete 6th chapter. Next we will move to 8th chapter. So 8th chapter. In 8th chapter we have 2 chapters. One is statistics, another one probability. First we will start with statistics. In the previous class already you know about mean, median, mode, direct method, everything already you studied in 9th standard. Now we are going to study range in statistics. We are going to study about range, coefficient of range, then standard deviation, then coefficient of variation. Everything we are going to study, both grouped data and ungrouped data. Okay. In that we have 4 types, 4 methods that we will see later. First we will find out, first we will know what is range and what is coefficient of range. If the data is given, if you want to find out range, for range the formula is largest value minus smallest value. L means largest and S means smallest value. So if you want to find out range, data will be given. From the data you should find out what is the largest value and what is the smallest value. Both we need to subtract. So that is range. Then coefficient of range. So coefficient of range means the formula is L minus S by L plus S. So range, the data will be given. From the data, how to find out range? Largest value minus smallest value. Coefficient of range, it is largest value minus smallest value by largest value plus smallest value. So using these formulas we will complete some examples. If they ask 2 marks, only it comes from the range, coefficient of range from the first exercise. So there are at least 1 or 2 marks will come from statistics. So sure the problems will come from range or coefficient of range. Based on these 2 definitions, the problems will come. First we will see example 8.1. The given data are 25, 67, 48, 53, 18, 39 and 44. We need to find out the range and coefficient of range of the given data. So first we will find out the range. Range we know that largest value minus smallest value. So here the largest value is 67 minus the smallest value is 18. So 67 minus 18, just subtract 9, 4. So 67 minus 18, it is 49. So 49 is the value of range. Next we are going to find out coefficient of range. So coefficient of range is equal to, formula is L minus S by L plus S. If you find range, you will get 1 mark. For coefficient of range, another 1 mark. So it will come in 2 marks. So they will divide into 2 parts. Range, for range 1 mark and coefficient of range 1 mark. So L minus S by L plus S. Already we know that what is the largest value and what is the smallest value. L minus S. So 67 minus 48 by 67 plus 48. So 67 minus 48, it is sorry, not 48, it is 18. So 67 minus 18, 67 plus 18. So 67 minus 18, it is 49 by 67 plus 8, it is 15, 8, so 85. So don't write coefficient of range in fraction. So you can't get 2 marks. that value must be in decimal. So take decimal, divide 85 and 49. Divide 49 by 85. How many times? So we can't divide, so 0.490. So 5 times, 5 5s are 25, 5 8s are 40. So remaining 5, 6. So one more 0. 7 times, 7 5s are 35, 3, 8 7s are 56, 59, 5, 5. So that's enough. Two digits are enough. So approximately 0.57. So what is meant by range? The largest value minus the smallest value. 67 is the largest value here and 18 is the smallest value. So 67 minus 18, it is 49. Coefficient of range L minus S by L plus S. L minus S is 67 minus 18 by 67 plus 18. If you subtract, the value is 49, and if you add, it is 85. We should not write the value in fraction, we must write in decimal. So if you divide this, we can't divide 49, so 0 point and add 1 0, 490, 5 times 425, remaining 65. If you add 1 0, 7 times 595, and it goes on. We need only 2 digits, so we can write approximately it is 0.57. So example 8.2, they are given one table. In the table they are given age and the number of students. So first age group, it is 16 to 18, but there is no number of students. Number of students is 0. There is no student in that age group. Then next age group is 18 to 20. There are 4 students. Then 20 to 22. Then 22 to 24. 24 to 26. Then 26 to 28. Students are 6, 8, 2, 2. So this is the given question. From the question, we need to find out the range of the following. No need to find out the coefficient of range. They are asking only range value. So here, age is given. The age groups are 16 to 18, 18 to 20 till 26 to 28. And the number of students are given. In 16 to 80 there is no student. 18 to 20 there are 4 students. Until 26 to 28 there are 2 students. So if you want to find out, the range, we must know the lower value, the smallest value and the largest value. So here there is no student. So we should not take this class interval because there is no student in this age group. Where it starts from 18 to 20. So we have to take the largest value and the smallest value from 18 till 28. So the smallest value of the class interval is 18. We should not take 16 because here there is no student, so this is invalid. So from 18, so the largest value, smallest value is 18 and the largest value is 28. So they are asking only range. Range, the formula for range is largest value minus smallest value. What is the largest value? 28 minus, what is the smallest value? 18. So 28 minus 18, it is 10. No need to find out coefficient of range because they are asking only find the range of the given values. So don't take this 16 to 18 because the number of students is 0. We have to start from 18 to 20 till 26 to 28. In these values, 18 is the lowest value, that is smallest value, and 28 is the largest value. So range is 10. Next example 8.3. The given question is the range of a set of a data is 13.67. So range is given. What is range? 13.67. So range is given and the largest value is given. So what is the largest value? Largest value is 70.08 and we need to find out the smallest value. Usually they will give the data. From the data we need to find out the smallest and largest value. Using the largest and smallest value we need to find out range and coefficient of range. Here in this problem directly they are given the range value and they are given largest. We need to find out what is the smallest value. We know that range is what is the formula for range, and here what is the value of range? It is 13.67. What is the formula for range? Range is L minus S equal to 13.67. Substitute the value. We know the largest value. What is the largest value? 70.08 minus, we don't know the smallest value, so take as it is S. So it is equal to 13.67. If you take that minus S to that side plus S, 70.08, this becomes minus 13.67. Subtract 70.08, 13.67. If you subtract 8 minus 7, 1, 10, 9, 6, 10 minus 6, 4, 6, 5. So S is equal to 56.41. Next exercise 8.1. First problem and first subdivision. The data are given. The data are 63, 89, 98, 125, 79, 108, 117 and 68. Okay. So from the data we need to find out the range and the coefficient of range. So here first to find out what is the largest value. The largest value is 125. So 125 is the largest value, and the smallest value, what is the smallest value? 63. Yes, the smallest value is 63. So from the given data first we will find out what is the range. So what is range? L minus S, the largest value minus smallest value. It is 125 minus 63, that is 62. So if you subtract 125 and 63, the answer is 62. So range is 62. Next one, coefficient of range. It is L minus S by L plus S. So what is L minus S? 125 minus 63 by 125 plus 63. So if you subtract 125 minus 63, it is 62. 125 plus 63, it is 188. If possible, we can cancel. We can cancel by 2 table. It is 31 and 94. So 31 and 94. 31, 94, we can't divide. So 0.0. Just try 3 times. 3 4s are 12. 3 9s are 27, 28. So 10 minus 2, 8. 10 minus 8, 2. 2 minus 2, okay, 28. Again give one more 0, sorry, one more 0. It becomes 2 times. So approximately it becomes 0.32. 2 4s are 8, 2 9s are 18. So 2, 9, 92. It goes on. So approximately we can write 0.32. You know that for coefficient of range we should not write the value in fraction. That value must be in decimal. First find out the range, after that find out what is the coefficient of range. Second subdivision. The given data are 43.5, 13.6, 18.9, 38.4, 61.4, 29.8. So these are the 6 data are given. So from the data we need to find out what is the largest value and the smallest value. So what is the largest? First we will find out what is the largest value. The largest value is 61.4. So largest is 61.4 and the smallest value is 13.6. So first we will find out range. So what is range? L minus S. What is L? 61.4 minus 13.6. So subtract 61.4 and 13.6. 8, 7, 4. So the range is 47.8. So 47.8 is the value of range. Then we will find out coefficient of range. So what is coefficient of range? Coefficient of range is equal to L minus S by L plus S. It is 61.4 minus 13.6 by 61.4 plus 13.6. This is subtraction and add 61.4 and 13.6, it is 0, 4, 5, 7. So the answer is 75.0. So if you subtract, the answer is 47.8 by 75.0. So remove the point, becomes 478 by 750. We can divide by 2 table. So 2 4s are 8, 3 2s are 6, 9 2s are 18, 6, 7 2s are 14, 5. So the remaining answer is 239 by 375. Divide 239 by 375. So add 1 0, 0 point. How many times? Shall we check? 6 times. It is 375 into 7. 5 sevens are 35, 3 7 sevens are 49, 52, 3 sevens are 21, 26. But here we have only 2390. So check 6 times. 6 5s are 33, 6 sevens are 42, 45, 4, 6 3s are 18, 22. So 0, 4, 1. So add one more 0. Check how many times? 3 times. 4 5s are 20, 4 sevens are 28. Check 4 times also. 375 into 4. 4 5s are 20, 4 sevens are 28, 30, 4 3s are 12, 15. No. So 3 times. 3 5s are 15, 3 sevens are 21, 22, 3 3s are 9, so 11, and it goes on. So approximately the answer is 0.63. So this is approximation symbol. Approximately the coefficient of range is 0.63. After completing the first problem, now we will see question number 2. What is question number 2? If the range and the smallest value of a set of data are 36.8 and 13.4. So there are 2 values are given, range and the smallest value. So what is range? Range is 36.8. Range is 36.8 and the smallest value is given. Smallest value is 13.4. Then respectively, then find the largest value. So now we need to find out what is the largest value. So range is given, smallest value is given. We need to find out the range and the smallest value is given. We need to find out the largest value. So first write what is range. Range is equal to 36.8. So instead of range I can write the formula L minus S equal to 36.8. What is the smallest value? 13.4. We don't know largest value, so L minus 13.4. It is equal to 36.8. So L equal to 36.8 plus 13.4. So 36.8 plus 13.4. 8 plus 4 it is 12. 3, 9, 10, 4, 5. So the answer is L is equal to 50.2. So this is the largest value of the given data. Question number 3. Calculate the range of the following data. Income is given 400 to 450. There are 8 workers. 450 to 500, 12 workers. 500 to 550, 30. 550 to 600, 21. And 600 to 650, 6 workers. Now from the value, what are the values? The income from 400 to 50 till 600 to 650. Here there is no 0 workers. It starts from 400. So what is the smallest value? The smallest value from 400 to 450, that is smallest is 400. And the largest value 600 to 650, that is largest is 650. Now here we need to find out only the range. So range, what is the formula for range? Range is largest minus smallest. What is largest? 650 minus 400. 650 minus 400, it is 250. So 250 is the range of the given data. So that's all range and the coefficient of range. Next we are moving to standard deviation. So the data will be given. From the data we need to find out the standard deviation. For standard deviation there are 2 types. One is group data, another one ungrouped data. So first one, here we are going to find out standard deviation. Standard deviation is denoted by sigma, and in these we have 2 types. One is ungrouped data, another one grouped data. So first we will start with ungrouped data, then after completing this ungrouped, then we will move to grouped data. So first one, in ungrouped data, we have 4 types, 4 methods to find out the standard deviation. The first method is direct method. I will tell you what are the methods, then we will see one by one. First one is direct method. The second one, mean method. The third one is assumed mean method. Assumed mean. Fourth one, step deviation method. So totally there are 4 methods for both grouped data and ungrouped data. First we will complete ungrouped data. That first one, direct method, mean method, assumed mean method, step deviation method. First we are going to see direct method with one example. Example number 8.4. Example 8.4. So before start example 8.4, first I will give a introduction for direct method. So what is direct method? So the values will be given. From the values we need to find out summation. So for direct method the formula is sigma is equal to, sigma is denoted for standard deviation, summation x square by n minus summation x by n whole square. So this is the formula for direct method. So this x is given data. So for the given data we need to form a table. From the table we need to find out what is summation x square, and we should know what is n. N means total number of observation. N is total number of observation. So that's all. So sigma is equal to root of summation x square by n minus summation x by n whole square. So first example 8.4. We can use any method from these four methods. You can use any method to find the standard deviation. Sometimes they may mention the method, that time we need to use the same method. Otherwise we can use any method, any of these four methods. So first we will see all the methods which is easy for you, you can use that. So first one, direct method 8.4. The number of televisions sold in each day of a week are 13, 8, 4, 9, 7, 12 and 10. Find its standard deviation. So first we will form the table. So these are the values of x. So take x. So what are the x values? Even you can write in ascending order. What is ascending? 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. 10, 12, 13. So these are the values of x. But in formula we need to find out x square also. So from this find out what is x square. So if you are going to use direct method, that elements, that data must be easily to square the numbers. So if you know square the numbers easy way, you can use direct method. So the numbers are easy to square, you can use this method. For example 4, if you square 4 square is 16, 7 square is 49, 8 square is 64, 9 square is 81, 100, 144 and 169. So these are the values of x and x square. But in the question there is summation symbol. What is meant by summation? Sum of all the values. So summation x square. What is meant by summation x square? The sum of all the x square values. So sum of x square. So we need to add all the values. Then summation of x. So sum of all the x value. Then whole divided by n. We know very well here n is equal to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. N is equal to 7. So now I am going to add both x and x square. So this is summation x. So summation x is equal to, or otherwise we can write here. Summation x is equal to 11, 19, 28, 38, 48, 50, 60, 63. Then summation x square 15, 19, 20, 24, 33, 4, 8, 14, 22, 22, 26, 32, 4, 5, 6. So the answer is 623. So these are the values of summation x and summation x square. So 623 and 63. We know the formula for standard deviation. It is sigma is equal to root of summation x square by n minus summation x by n whole square. So it is equal to, what is the value of summation x square? Summation x square is 623. So 623 by 7 minus summation x is 63. So 63 by 7 whole square. So in this way we have to substitute the values. Now 7 1 times and 9 times 63. In 7 table 9 times. If possible you can cancel this also. 56 63. So 1 time 8 sevens are 56, remaining 63, 9 sevens are 63. So square root of 89 minus, here it is 9 square. So 9 square it is 81. So 89 minus 81 it is root 8. If you want to find out the standard deviation, you must know how to take root for the numbers. So root value you must know, and you should know how to take root. So 8, in 8 what is the perfect square till 8? So there are perfect squares, it is 1, 4, 9, 16. So if you take 9 it is more than 8. So what is the maximum? It is 4.